What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Now, things are happening. Moves are being made. I'm not especially happy about it, but Juventus are actually making moves in the Mercado, and they're going to probably land some players soon. We'll talk about it. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is August 4th, it's a Thursday, 2022, and of course I got your latest rundown, the rundown of all things Poverty Club. I mean Juventus related. We'll be talking about all the moves that are happening today with the players that Juventus are looking at and potentially getting, it's pulling... It's whatever it is. I'm pulling hair out. I don't know what I need to use as an analogy today. I ain't happy. I ain't here for it, but this is what we're going to talk about, so let's get through the moves that are happening when it comes to Juventus. Some of you may like it, so congratulations to you guys. All right, first story up that we have today that we're going to talk about is the situation with the striker position, and we'll see why maybe some of this move really doesn't matter, or the news doesn't matter. Corriere dello Sport's reporting about Memphis Depay, saying that for Juventus, their attack, Depay's profile may turn into an opportunity, although this option has more no's than yeses at the Catenaccio as well. So like right now, Depay is one of the 17, 20, 30, however many players right now that are floated out there for the Juventus attack. Depay is one of the guys who's on there. All right, let's move on and talk about, well, we got another one. Okay, Luis Muriel of Atalanta is another guy who's rumored to be in Juventus' options for the attack. Like I said, 30 different guys. These all feel like probably not going to happen. It just feels like fake news to me. We'll see if anything comes up and it starts to develop. But developments that I've heard of right now seem to say as they're probably not going to go after these players. So Tutto Sports reporting, Juventus is back in from Muriel. Atalanta asking 15 million euros to let him leave. Same news we've had for a while. If Juve are actually seriously into him, we're yet to see that, right? Continuing on. Now let's talk about... I'm not getting to the main story till the end. Trust me. Don't fast forward though. Watch this. All right, Rugani. The situation going with Rugani. Where is he moving on from Juventus yet? Well, Corriere dello Sport are reporting that the most serious team for Rugani remains that of Galatasaray. The club's willing to guarantee the player the entire 3 million euros wage that he is going to get, I guess. But the amount that is instead out of reach is of Sampdoria, Verona, Empoli, all those clubs. They're not going to be able to pay that kind of money, and Juve would have to foot the bill, the rest of the bill there. Well, we continue on. And Tutto Mercato Web, talking about what's going on with Rugani, if he's going to move on or not, says that Rugani now has strong doubts about Galatasaray. The player's preference for personal and family reasons is to stay in Italy. The options of Empoli and Verona remain more than alive, but Sampdoria in the last few hours seems intent on upping the pressure. This is kind of what I speculated in past lives, past shows that we've done, where I had a feeling like, yeah, of course, Rugani. And not just because he's not just Rugani, but like what I mean is, Juventus have had how many players recently that have just been, I think I deserve this. I think I should be able to stay here. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I need to go play for a Champions League club. I don't want to just go from Juve to some non-Champions League club. Well, he's not doing that, but at the same time, he's saying, instead of the one that's willing to pay all the wages that actually will buy me, and they'll actually keep me for multiple seasons, that's not just a loan, that we have to probably deal with the situation again, or, I guess when his contract runs out, then he's on his own. But he'd rather just stay where it's comfortable in Italy. So, and I've heard it's pretty comfortable in Istanbul as well. Just saying, Rugani. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. But again, I had a feeling that this would happen. And that Galatasaray, the best option from a Juventus perspective and a fan perspective, maybe the one that Rugani says, I don't think so. No, that's not good enough for me. So there you go. Hope he's happy. All right. Another player that is probably going to be leaving the club, let's go ahead and get him out of the way, is talking about Artur Melo, and it appears that we're getting closer and closer to an exit from the Brazilian. Nico Skid is reporting saying that Artur Melo is one step away to Valencia from Juventus on loan. The midfielder has chosen to join Valencia, which are in advanced talks with Juve to try to close the deal. Now we'll have to wait and see how much will Juve continue to pay for the player and how much are Valencia willing to pay for him, and what are the specifications of the deal. Second half of that also, Tuo Sports reporting saying that after Arthur's move, Juventus will go straight for Paredes to reinforce the midfield. Agreement with PSG is missing. The Bianconeri offer a loan with an option. The Parisians ask for a permanent transfer at 15 to 20 million euros. Here's the thing. Get the hell out of here. If I'm Juve, I'm not paying 15 to 20 million euros. Here's 10. You can have 10, and I'll take the player. Me personally, I would not take the player. But Juventus seem intent. I guess Allegri seems intent on making bad deals. I don't know. Players that don't excite me. Players that aren't going to do anything for the long-term future of the club. Players that we'll see if it'll do. I know he wants a regista. I get it. I just have to imagine there's other better options that you could go after. Things that make more sense. We'll see what happens. My main thing, too, is with the whole Paredes saga, if you will. It doesn't make sense with this next name that we're talking about. You know what it is. The headline name of today's live. So, it doesn't make sense how you're going to use both of these players together. You're going to play a 3-5-2. You're going to switch it around. I mean, I guess you could because you haven't set anything in stone anyway. You've gone back to a 4-4-2 how many times? You haven't stuck with a 4-3-3. You continue to move around. There's no plan. So I guess there's no need to actually pull and plug players into positions because you can just switch around anyway because you're not going to have a plan going into the season, and then we'll see what happens by the end of the season. All right. Not going to rant. Not going to rant today. Actually, I'm probably going to rant today. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm probably going to be ranting a little bit today. All right, let's get to the main story, the one that probably most of you are here for. Let's talk about Kostic. Juventus they're going after him. Mirko De Natale reports that Kostic already has a 2.5 million euro plus 1 million euro agreement deal agreed with Juventus for 3 seasons. Eintracht is asking for more than 15 million euros to let him leave. Juve is preparing the offer to be made in the coming hours. Obviously, to begin this, just looking at the perspective of Juve wanting the player and how that's going to go down, obviously Juventus are in for him and they want him, and obviously he wants Juventus. Okay, well, actually, let's say this. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Obviously he wants to go to Juventus, and it appears that Juventus want him. But is that going to factor in enough where that's going to, obviously supersede, I hate to use the word Trump. Will it trump anything? Will it move forward Juventus if they're offering a lesser deal than some of the other clubs? I think West Ham, whoever, I think, it's just West Ham, right? Yeah, West Ham have offered, and it's also, that's where the bar is right now. We're competing with West Ham. So, congratulations. Yeah. Champions League, trying to win a Champions League, to competing with West Ham for players. That's where we are. I don't know. I'm not happy about it. I think their last offer was something around 15 million euros plus 5 million euros in bonuses, making it to 20. I will literally bleep a brick if on here Juve come to the table and pay more than 20 million euros for that player. Get the hell out of here. 15 is fine. 15 is fine for Kostic if you want the player. If you want the player. If you don't want the player, I think he's a fine player. He's a fine option. But let me be clear. Before we get to the end of this, and I know I'm ranting, and it's what I do on here. This is a reactionary channel. You get the news, but I'm reacting to the news, in my opinion. You may disagree with my opinion, but it's my bleeping opinion. Get a camera. I don't know what else to tell you. Get a microphone. I think overall, when it comes to Kostic, my big issue is this is a player that I feel like you could have put off to the end of the Mercado. You don't need to speed this up. And I understand that we have a week and a half before the first real game being played. That's fine. Is Kostic in need right now? Is he going to resolve your issues? Is that the fix? Is going after Kostic going to fix the holes that this team has? The holes at left back, the holes in the midfield, even in the attack. Is that the guy? Is that the guy who's your solution? Because if it is, okay, that's fine. We're going to crush. This team better be competitive, and this team better not drop points early. And I don't give a damn that Paul Pogba is out right now. I don't give a damn that you have all these other issues out there. I don't give a damn. You decided to go after Kostic now. Christ. All right, let's continue on. This is all part of this, though. Let me just read through these last few, and then we'll just really start. I'll keep ranting, I guess. Citadel Sports saying that Kostic seemed to be one step away from West Ham, but Juventus' new interest has reshuffled cards. It will now be necessary to convince Eintracht with the right offer, higher than the one presented weeks ago. 12 million euros plus bonuses is, I guess, what they were offering before. We continue on. Romeo Gresti says Juventus are planning to make a bid for Kostic in the coming hours. So basically confirming a guy who was viewed as the Bible when it comes to Juventus, still has really good swings a big stick, if you will. But for right now, we're going to trust him. And then Sport 1 says Frankfurt want around 20 million euros for Kostic. Again, I think if Juve pay 20 million euros for Kostic, they're out their damn minds. That's my personal opinion. A player who's, I don't know how long he'll be at the club. He's, reaching his 30s. He could be there for a bit. But also, no, I'm saving this. Justin, calm down. Justin, listen to me. Justin, you save the take for later. Save it. Save it. All right. 2 more parts to this. Nico Scheda, Juventus have opened talks to try to reach an agreement to sign Filip Kostic, who has given his total availability to join Juve. Bianconeri are preparing the first official bid to submit to Eintracht Frankfurt. So there's your confirmation. And then the final bid is an agreement has been reached, says Alfredo Padula. Agreement with Kostic for a deal worth around 3 million euros per season. So, and that's fine. You're paying him. That's about his level, right? Maybe it's a little bit high even for him. I know. I'm kidding. Calm down, guys. I'm kidding because I know how much Juve pay for other players. Calm down. I don't need the Juve, the financial advisors at my door. Calm down. Here's your boy. There he is. You see him? There's your boy. So there you go. People that want him, Kostic seems to be, he'll more than likely be on the way to Juventus. I'm not trying to, I know it sounds like I'm just literally, and I guess I am just kind of crapping on Kostic. And I'm just saying negative things and being angry, and I'm filling my diaper here on today's video. My issue is, again, I just why are we jumping on this right now? We came back in the second half of the Mercado, and I guess it's maybe we need to lower the bar. Juve are lowering the bar when it comes to the players. Maybe we as fans need to lower the bar too, which is I disagree with strongly. It pisses me off to ever say lowering the bar when you're supposed to be Juventus. I just don't think that this is a player that we should be battling out with West Ham right now at this part of the Mercado. If it's at the very end and you want to add him in and you just want to, like I said, sling that thing around and tell them, no, bro, we're going to take him, that's fine. But I think there are better options out there. I also have a question. Like I said, we're talking about the 17, 18, 19 attackers that are floated out there that Juventus are rumored with, that whoever's rumored with, whatever it is. I guess they're probably trying to make some money off Juve, or they're trying to find a better landing spot and using Juve's name out there. That's dead. That's absolutely dead. Dreams of any other player of higher caliber, I think, with the addition of Kostic, are dead. And I'll even say this, I get it. I know that I don't think I'm in the minority. I was about to say I think I'm in the minority. I don't think I am in the minority when it comes to being a guy who wanted Nicolo Zaniolo at the club. And I understand, obviously, this amount of money is very different. It's a lot less. But also, I think Zaniolo is a much more valuable player. I think Zaniolo is a solid player that would be great for the future of the club. I think he's a player who will, meet the, I would say, his talent level. I think he will reach a higher pinnacle. Well, obviously, than Kostic. I think that's a given. I understand the consternation because of injuries and all that. That's fine. Also, I guess this is kind of my take that I was saving or getting into, but like you go out there and you talk about players that Juventus prioritize as a club, and we've heard all this rumors of youth, Italian, whatever, and that those are 2 pieces that Juve wanted. Well, he's not young, he's just a little bit younger than me, and he's sure ain't Italian. Right now, forget the dreams of Ital Juve. Ital Juve, it's dead. I'm holding a seance. I'm holding a service for Ital Juve. At this point, I'll hold it tonight, okay? I'll hold a service for Ital Juve. That dream's dead. That goal is dead. When it comes to having a a beneficial, a solid Italian core to Juventus, it's gone. It's not happening. Right now, this is Serbia Juve. That's what it is. That's what it's becoming. And it's not because he's Serbian or whatever, but I'm just saying, why are we going after all the Serbian players? What happened to Italia Juve? Players that I value, that excite me. You already got your Pogba, your Di Maria. Bremer was a replacement for Delict, so it's fine. But what happened to exciting players that are going to excite Juventus? You're going to tell me right now, and I think I'm feeling worried, but I'm feeling more and more that there is some truth to the reports out there that basically the three moves for Juventus more than likely are going to be Kostic, Paredes, and then Morata. Is that doing it for you? Do you think Juve are winning a Scudetto with Kostic, Paredes, and Morata? And that's what's coming when they come to the club? Those are the guys that are going to do it, given what we have right now. Given the deficiencies we have in the midfield. Just Paredes. That's the guy. That's the solution. Pogba's out right now. That's the solution. The left back. You don't need to get me started on left back again. I mean, I don't know. This is an incoherent rant, and I get it. I'm frustrated. I'm not happy with some of the moves that are being made. It feels like maybe I should just... I know they don't like to hear it. I know people do not like to hear if you say anything negative about the club that you do care for. I do love it. I know this is not a Juventus shirt. I get it. Calm down. But if it were a Juventus shirt, you know what I mean. I run this. We do this channel for Juventus. I love Juve. Calm down, people. But what I'm saying is, if you can't be critical when you think they're making missteps and they're making bad decisions, or Max Allegri, no offense, if these are his decisions that he wants to make and he thinks that this is going to be good for him, okay, buddy, your ass is on the line. By the end of the season, I will join the mob of anti-Allegri guys if we're, once again, barely competing for fourth place. If we're struggling to score goals. If we're losing 1-0 in a reg. Or more. If we're getting blown out. Who knows? This better be the solution. That's all I'm going to say. And then what happens with all the other rumors? You know, the Raspadori, the Zaniolo, all that stuff. That's just my question. And fine, maybe they just thought that they could, like I said, have a good relationship with Sassuolo, put Raspadori on the back burner, put Zaniolo on the back burner, or maybe they just don't have money. Maybe they're honest. Maybe somebody has I don't know. Does Zaniolo have a gambling addiction? Does anybody check? Do we know? Call 1-800. Get help. Get it or whatever it is. Get help. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Whatever it is. Does somebody have a gambling addiction that we need? Does he need to pay the man? Is that why we're not able to afford players? Anyway. That's it, guys. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I spent way too much time ranting. This is going to be a short video, but then your boy just went off. I know it was probably incoherent. I know my arguments and points don't make sense. I'm frustrated. That's it. This doesn't excite me. It doesn't turn me on. All that stuff. I have a hard time thinking that I can sit here and that people really can give me an argument to say that these are the pieces that are going to make Juve a Scudetto winning club this season. That's it. All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, I know you may disagree with me. That's what we do here. We can have a discussion. We can have a conversation. Still hit that like button. Hit that like button. I want to hear your all's opinions as well. If you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button too and hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you give me a follow too. Follow me at Justin Zovero. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve. Forza Bianconeri.